Always remember, no matter how useless you feel, you are someone's reason to smile. You can't heal a person who keeps using their pain as an excuse to hurt you. No matter how good you are, if you are in the wrong place, you are worthless. Sometimes giving up is the only option you have, because you can't beg someone to treat you the way you treat them. A man who stays silent after being disrespectful is scary. Once you fall in love, there is no going back to just friends. Not every person deserves your explanation. Sometimes it's okay to be silent and let them assume that you are wrong. The saddest part in life is saying goodbye to someone you wish to spend lifetime with. When you truly love someone, it becomes very difficult to leave them. If a guy in love with you, he'll begin to open up to you about things that are deep and hard to talk about. No one notices your tears, sadness, pain, but they all notice your mistakes. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. In any given moment, we have two options: to step forward into growth or to step back into safety. Man's main task in life is to give birth to himself. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Life itself still remains a very effective therapist. A failure is not always a mistake. It may simply be the best one can do under the circumstances. The goal of education is not to increase the amount of knowledge, but to create the possibilities for a child to invent and discover. The only person who is educated is the one who has learned how to learn and change. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. You will face many defeats in life, but never let yourself be defeated. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Tough times never last, but tough people do. It is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. Success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. The wound is the place where the light enters you. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. The soul is healed by being with children. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. When a person can't find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure. There is no charm equal to tenderness of heart. Love is the bridge between you and everything. The greatest happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved. Loved for ourselves, or rather, loved in spite of ourselves. I love you not only for what you are, but for what I am when I am with you. Love does not consist in gazing at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction. Love is life, and if you miss love, you miss life. You don't love someone for their looks or their clothes or for their fancy car, but because they sing a song only you can hear. Affection is responsible for 9/10 of whatever solid and durable happiness there is in our lives. Love is the flower you've got to let grow. One is loved because one is loved. No reason is needed for loving. The placebo effect shows how powerful the mind is. If you believe something will work, your brain can often make it happen. People have an inner drive to avoid conflicts between their beliefs and actions. People who know little often believe they know a lot, while those with more knowledge tend to doubt their own understanding. People change their behavior when they know they are being watched. People tend to search for, interpret, and remember information that confirms their pre-existing beliefs. As people get older, they tend to remember more positive memories than negative ones. Emotions can be contagious. People tend to mimic the emotions of others around them. Making too many decisions in a short time drains mental energy, leading to poor choices later. Negative experiences have a more profound effect on psychological well-being than positive ones of the same intensity. People start missing you the most when they realize how much you meant to them, often when it's too late to hold on. Higher expectations lead to an increase in performance. Our subconscious mind makes decisions before our conscious mind does. People crave validation from others, which explains why social media likes and comments are so addictive. Humans are more influenced by losses than gains, which is why people fear losing more than they enjoy winning. Social connection is essential for well-being, and loneliness can be as damaging to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Multitasking reduces productivity by 40% and increases errors, despite the belief that doing more at once is efficient. Sleep deprivation impairs judgment and decision-making, similar to alcohol intoxication. Your brain can't fully focus on two tasks at once. Multitasking is a myth. Kindness can increase your lifespan. Acts of compassion release oxytocin, which reduces stress. Smiling is contagious and can elevate the mood of those around you. Uncompleted tasks are remembered better than completed ones.